Welcome to the Business Air International Pre-Owned Aircraft Market Update for July of 2010. My name is Oliver Stone. Just a quick look here about the medium cabin airplanes and the differences that the market has seen between the newer technology aircraft and the older, more vintage airplanes. We picked on two aircraft to show this. The first of which is the Citation XLS in yellow and the Citation 3, which is in white. This is a graph of the number of aircraft that are for sale going from January 2008 until July of 2010. What should instantly grab you here is how different the curves of these graphs are. What this indicates is that the marketplace in about 2009, when the buyers started to enter back into the market, really focused on the newer technology airplanes. The Citation XLS is about 5 years old and newer. Citation 3 is 20 to 25 years old. So the XLS started off with about 3 units for sale, went to about 35, and now it's hovered right around 7 airplanes. The Citation 3, for example, has gone from 30 to 55, a very linear progression without much of a recovery. The marketplace, when they came back in, focused on the XLS. That was the technology they wanted, and relatively and largely ignored the Citation 3. So how does that impact pricing? Well, this is a graph of the prices of those aircraft against the same time scale. It looks very, very similar until you start to really analyze the differences here. The two biggest changes are the scale of the graphs and the trends of the graph. What you'll see is that the XLS starts at 12 million, ends up at about 8. Difference of about a third. The Citation 3, on the other hand, starts off at about 3.5 and ends at 2. A difference of just under 50%. Also interesting to see is the difference in the trend markings here. The XLS, right in the beginning of 2010, started to find a bit of a bottom and even beginning a slight trend as an uptick here in pricing. The Citation 3 is not, meaning that as the supply keeps increasing of units for sale, the price will keep dropping, and vice versa on the XLS. So what does all this mean for you who own and operate and buy medium cabin aircraft? Well, if you're going to buy an older technology airplane, you can afford to be quite aggressive in your negotiations. Every buyer out there, there's a couple of sellers looking to do a deal. If you're selling it, be very realistic about what you have and what it's really worth. Try and get rid of the notions of how much you love the airplane or how fantastic it is. People are buying based upon pricing. For newer technology equipment, if you're selling, keep an eye on inventory numbers. If they start to creep back up again, you're going to watch that pricing start to fall off. If you're buying newer technology, the main rush of airplanes was in the end of last year, in 2009. Can't quite make the demands you could, but there still are some great buys out there. My name is Oliver Stone. Any questions, give me a call. See you next month.